Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday. What the hell's the date? January 14th. And today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, CONY, NVDY, MSTY, and AMZY. So I did get, the trades posted late. I had to send out an email to the folks at YieldMax, but they did post them. And they are actually, you are able to pull, one thing I noticed, you are able to pull the intraday trades even the day after, so that's good. That's a new update. So in case you fell asleep after they posted them, which I did, I was able to get them this morning at 4 a.m. However, I'm going to try again and do what I did on Saturday and use the spreadsheet, which pulls all of the trades into one, right? And then just skim through that and then go through the ones that I do cover in a little more detail. And I'll try to do it as fast as possible. So let's get to it. So we're going to start with OARC. So OARC, real quick, the update on them: buy call, sell put. What they do? So anything in purple will be a put. Anything in pink will be a BC buy to close. So they didn't close out any positions. They added, to their, it looks like they're 570 synthetic, and they sold a call credit spread with those shares. Aptly, they did close out their positions 35 cents, 8 cents. So it looks like they made a decision. Again, it's freaking Monday. I don't know why they're closing out positions. They're essentially rolling their strikes down. We had a red day, right? So obviously covered call, success, right? It's a win. But the problem with this, and you'll see this as we go through these, when they close their positions, yes, take the profit while you can. They have to open new ones. So they have to roll them down right away. So after a red day like yesterday, if we have a green day, which it looks like we may today, we're going to lose, right? We're going to roll down and lose anyway. So what the hell's the point? But anyway, so it looks like they did a BC buy to close. They closed at 240 and they rolled it down to 235, and then here they closed at 245 and they rolled it to 235. So that's on Aptly. All right, up next is NVDY. BC buy to close. They closed the 147, right, and they rolled that down to 138. So again, same thing. They didn't change the expiration date, so they kept it in the same week. I like that part. However, should they be doing this really? Is this a risk of losing money, or do they think the market's just going to stay red for the week? Again, strategic move, I would say, that could burn them in the ass. But we'll see. And then what else they got? 30,000 contracts. They closed the 147. Yes, of course, it's a win, 13 cents. They won that trade. But they opened a new one, and they rolled it down to 137. Okay, yes, they did a call credit spread. So hopefully it works out. But again, these are risky business here. Then they got 2,400 contracts. They closed out the 145 strike, and they rolled it down to 137. All right. So, oof. And then last but not least, BC buy to close. They closed the 147, and they rolled that sucker down to 137. So, yeah. I mean, I want to get, I think actually to the right, I do have the underlying price. Again, work in progress on the sheet, 133.23. Wait, 133. Yeah, so it's close, man. And then I'll have like percent out of the money, which I may. No, not yet. But yeah, anyway. So I do have this on the spreadsheet though. So let's get to NVDY. So overall, NVIDIA, they went down 2.01% yesterday, and NVIDIA went down 1.82%. So not a great day. Everything was pretty much red. Synthetics, how are they doing? Pretty much a mess. NVIDIA is at 133. They have a 127, better than that. They have a 138, and then a 148. So their overall looks like they're losing money. Is it gold digger status? Getting pretty damn close, right? You see the negative 54 mil. If you add up all the synthetic positions together, it's a negative. So obviously, if they closed out their positions, they would lose money. but their synthetics, they do expire on February 21st, which is in, quite a few days away. Now, here's everything that's left over after all that mishmash, right? So let's try to make sense of this. So I'm just going to explain now where we currently stand. So we have 48,000 contracts, 137 strike price, 2.83% out of the money. 34,572 contracts, 138 strike price, 3.58% out of the money. And then if you see the two in blue below, right, row 15 and 16, that's buying, that's the buy call, that's the call, the other side of it, of the call credit spread. Up next, we have 20, again, row 17. I know people, they say I go too fast, they get confused, they don't know where I'm at. And, I'm sorry, but I'll try to point out the rows sometimes. Outside of that, I don't really know what else, you could do. Unless you're getting, maybe some of you are so used to the format, so hopefully it does make sense. 26,018 contracts, 144 strike price, 8.08% out of the money. That one they did buy a call, so call credit spread on that down below. Now this one's confusing. I don't know if it's a typo or what the hell, but look at this. They sold a call, well, at least it's showing this. Again, I'll check it tomorrow, we'll see. At 154, right? See the negative 3,000? 154, 15% out of the money. They bought a call at 147, 10% out of the money. So is this even accurate, right? I don't know. Or is this a mistake, right? So they call the other one that they've been doing the bear credit call spread, right? So this is I assume the bull credit call spread, because they bought the call with a lower strike, right? They bought the 147. And if I go back to the trade, let's see if that's even there. Bought call 3,000, 147, sold call 154. Let's see. Sold call, there it is, 154. But that's the old one. It's a closure. Yeah, I really think this is I don't think that's right, to be honest. Like I said, we'll check tomorrow. Remember they had the put in there the one day, and that was gone the next day. So I'm not trusting it. But anyway, total net asset value of NVDY is 1.4 billion. The NAV is 2188. Wow, getting close to that 20 mark, man. Trade price is 21.97. And here's the recap real quick. 30-day IV is 47%. That's for NVIDIA. The estimate based on that IV is 80 cents. Someone asked in the comments, why do you estimate based on the IV? Because that's when they do options trading, they try to produce an annualized rate of whatever the IV of the underlying is. So if they're not making income, I'm just going to make the assumption that they will do their best to still pay that out, even if it comes from return of capital. So that's why I use the IV. All right, 80 cents would be the estimate based on that. And they declare again 15 days on January 29th. All right, so that's NVIDY. Let's go back to the untitled spreadsheet here, and we can move on. All right, here is AMZY. So AMZY, pretty simple. Again, anything puts I'll highlight, and then BCs I'll highlight. I don't think anything else needs to be highlighted, but you guys can let me know. So what they did is a buy call, and then a sell put, rows 34 and 35. That means they added 320 contracts to their synthetic position, 210 synthetic. And then they sold a call and bought a call, so did a call credit spread on those same 320. So, pretty simple stuff right there. So let's just go back to the spreadsheet and see what it looks like. And it's good that they're in essentially sequential order, right? So I'm able to, cover these that way. Obviously, if TSLY had a trade, they would have been at the top. So Amazon yesterday, I'll zoom in what I'm speaking of here. Amazon went down 0.22%. AMZY went down, AMZY went up 0.11%. So good day for AMZY. Now, if we go to the synthetic, same old synthetic. Yeah, that's what they added those new contracts to. So they got a 210 synthetic, Amazon's at 218, so they're still doing well there. And here's the 320 that they added. You could see they didn't add it to the same strike price. They pushed it. They made it a lower strike price, and I don't know if this is wise or not, but we'll see. 320 contracts, 222.50 strike price, 1.85% out of the money with that new position. Then we have 12,345 contracts. This was the existing position, of course. 227.50 strike price. That's 4.14% out of the money. Of course, they both have call credit spreads, and they all expire on this Friday. Net asset value of AMZY, 276 mil. The NAV is 1876. The trade price is 1880. Synthetics are worth, if you net the two together, and when I say together, that's the buy call and the sell put. That right now they are worth $12 million, which comes to 82 cents per share. The recap on AMZY is their underlying Amazon has an IV of 38%. Based on that, an IV estimate could produce 55 cents. But you'll find out tomorrow because they do declare tomorrow, January 15th, at approximately 6:55 a.m. So stay tuned for that. Okay, up next is CONY. So they got a lot going on here. Decent amount of trades. So we'll try to make sense of it. Do we want to zoom in? Is it too much? I think it's okay, right? So what did they do? Again, it looks like they closed out positions early and they rolled them down. Again, all you see down the middle under ticker, you see 117, right? That just tells you, all right, they kept the same expiration, but if you look at the BC by the close, they closed at 287.50, right? And then where's the SS, right? That's essentially the new position. They moved it down to 262.50. Okay, so that means coin went down yesterday, and they said, we're going to close out some of our calls. They probably didn't do all of them. We're going to close out some of them because it's cheap. And then we're going to open new ones, but we have to open new ones at a lower strike price, right? How much lower? $25 freaking lower. Good Lord. So you really hope this works out, right? 262.50. What's the current price of coin? 251. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know about these Monday closeouts anymore, but we'll see, man. Because with every red day follows a green day. But I did feel like this week could be all red leading up to the the presidential change. But who the hell knows, man? Who the hell knows? BC by the close. They closed at 290 strike price, 55 cents. Okay. They opened a new one. You see right here, row 46, 267.50. Right? So they rolled that sucker down, way down. And then they closed out to 290, and then they rolled it down to 267.50. So is that 267.50? Is that all of them? Yeah, well, the one is 262. But yeah, we'll see how far out of the money they are on the other sheet. But I don't know, man. I'm not sure about this. But okay, so coin, they did go down 3.02%. CONY went down with it about 2.9%. So yeah, not a great Monday overall. Everyone's accounts were red. Looks like Tesla eventually flipped green, which I'll have to cover in a second. After MSTY, and then we'll just go through whatever else is down there. All right, so what else we got here? We got there's synthetic disaster. Oh, she's a gold digger. How's that? That's a half sing. But yeah, really, man, really. Coin is at 251. They got synthetics at 280, 300, 320. It's beyond recovery here. Cost them $208 million if you net the two together. So yeah, it's just not pretty, the synthetic position. All right, so I'm going to zoom appropriately, and you'll see the lighter blue. These are the sold calls. The darker blue or purpley blue on the bottom is the buy calls. Together, they make the call credit spread. So what do we got? 5,000 contracts, 262.50 strike price, 4.5% out of the money. 17,340 contracts, 267.50 strike price, 6.49% out of the money. So those were the two new positions that they opened, right? When we saw the trades. So again, they rolled the strike price down. And that's fine, right? As long as coin can stay below those strike prices. But if coin blows through them, it's like, it don't look good, right? But again, I don't know. Who knows? But they did. It looks like these, 10,000 contracts were left alone. I'm assuming. Again, we don't track the details as much. I'm just doing this based on assumption. And I think most of you like the coverage this way. It's easier. It doesn't take as long either. I don't know. 10,000 contracts, 277.50 strike price, 10.47% out of the money. And then 9,565 contracts, 280 strike price, 11.46% out of the money. So that's it. I mean, we'll see how this plays out. At least there's no errors on their holdings. But the net asset value of CONY is still about $1 billion. The NAV is 1209, trade price 1207. Synthetic disaster, we don't have to talk about that again. 30-day IV of coin is 73%. Estimate based on that, 68 cents. Keeps going down and down because what? The NAV goes down. So what can you do? The next declaration date is February 5th, 22 days away. Okay? Cool. All right. So that was CONY. Up next is Zomo. And yes, I'm just going through the others real quick. BC by the close. 253. Oh, that was a forced. Oh, no, maybe not. So they closed and rolled up. Okay, so Zomo took the hit. They closed out the 107 strike, and they rolled their strike price up. How the hell would they do that on a Monday? I don't know. Hey. I was going to say not my fun, but technically I own some of it because I own YieldMax. So anyway, JPMO, what the heck did they do? Buy, call, sell, put. All right, they're adding 60 contracts to the synthetic and adding new contracts, selling calls at 245, call credit spread. AMDY, BC by the close. It looks like they're closing out a position and rolling the strike price down from 126 to 119. Hopefully it works out for them. SQUE, BC by the close, same thing. They're rolling the strike prices down. Again, like I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail. And then we got a buy, call, sell, put. It looks like MSTY is actually getting new buyers, so they're adding to their synthetic position and then opening, new positions. And then here they're closing their position and rolling the strikes down. Wow, $48 strike to a 35. 45.50 strike to a 34.50. AIYY, buy, call, sell, put, 2,080 contracts. So yeah, they're adding to their position, selling calls. Amazon, man, I'm in the garage, right? I got a window here. All I see is the Amazon delivery. Then of course they always come to this house, so they're probably like looking here, like what the hell? But they should be listening to the videos though. I should probably tell them 6:30 a.m. right? Anyway, finally, here we go. What you guys have been waiting for, MSTY. What do? Buy, call, okay, sell, put, okay. They added 1,100 contracts to their synthetic position. That's a synthetic 315. And then the two following, they used those 1,100. They sold a call and bought a call, okay. That's what they did. They added, new positions. But here, again, just like the others, they closed out their positions early that expired on Friday. So they paid 83 cents, 91 cents. So obviously, yeah, that's a win, right? But then they opened new positions. And you'll notice, guys, which positions did they close? They closed out the ones without the credit call spread. And when they opened the new positions, what'd they do? The freaking credit call spread, right? Why? I don't know. But that's what they did. What can you do? But anyway, let's go to the spreadsheet and take a look. As you guys know, we do MSTY in detail. So here's the 1,100 contracts. So they added to their synthetic 315. Overall, it did cost them some money, about 600,000. But that's because MSTR is currently priced above their synthetic strike. And that expires in 39 days. All right, so yesterday, MSTR. Did it end up green? Man, it was rough. And I know it kind of got better towards the end of the day. I didn't even notice this when I was plugging in the numbers, but I guess MSTR really, it ended up green. So MSTR went up 0.15%. MSTY went up 0.32%. That's good. Now, here, let me show you what happened yesterday on those trades. Let me just get this proper zoomish. How's that? There you go. All right, so at the top, if you look at rows 220 and 221, they had those two trades just selling calls. Like the old days, like we said, like the old days. And guess what? When you sell calls without the buy call, just without the credit call spread, you can go further out of the money. Since they went further out of the money, they had a better chance of winning. And they won. These didn't expire till Friday. But they closed them out early because they were so ahead. But then they took that, right? And then they went down here and they did a call credit spread, right? And then they rolled them down. Essentially, they basically rolled down the strike prices to a 335 and a 337.50. 2% out of the money. Like, I'm sorry, but that was stupid. Like, really. Anyway, I'm going to go through the positions where we stand for the rest of the week, and we'll get to them in a second. So, all right, they got about, 13,000 plus, 18, about 30-something thousand contracts, 370 strike price, 12.67% out of the money. All right, so they kept those alone, so that's good. All right, you guys take a sip of water. Okay. All right, what else? 9,977 contracts, 365 strike price, 11% out of the money. All right, they left that sucker alone. This one was the low strike, 950 contracts, 350 strike, 6.58% out of the money. Okay, now we're talking from yesterday. This is from yesterday. 1,100 contracts. This is the new position, right? Because they added to the synthetic. 337.50 strike price, 2.77% out of the money. 4 trading days. No. I mean, what does that yield actually? So it yields 180 minus the 60, so it's about 120% on the annualized yield. Their current IV is about 100%. So yeah, they could have gone higher on the strike. And then here's again, if it ain't broke, don't freaking fix it. You could have went further out of the money just selling calls without the stupid credit call spread. The other ones can back you up with their credit call spreads. But why roll down anyway, right? You have 4 trading days left. What? I don't know. I guess because they have the other, again, it's YieldMax. I know people are going to yell at me. It's YieldMax. It's called YieldMax. So they're trying to yield the maximum. And to their credit, yes, that's exactly what they did. However, this is just asking to get bit in the ass. And that's just my opinion. So anyway, they rolled those strikes down, to 335 and 337.50, 2.01% out of the money and 2.77% out of the money. I hope it works out, but if it doesn't, they do have the credit call spread, but that's a $40 gap on both of them. $40 dead zone, all right? Do we feel safe about that? I don't see this working out. But what the hell do I know? I'm sitting in a garage freezing my ass. Well, actually, I can't say that. I got the heater. But I'm sitting in a garage talking to myself. So what the hell do I know? All right, outstanding shares. Let's see. We saw they added to the synthetic, right? How are they able to do that? Well, people buying in. People buying in, they got to create new creation units, right? For every 25,000 or so. And then new outstanding shares are born, 500,000 of them. So obviously they used that money and put it to work right away. And you saw that. They may have not made a great call with that money, right? But who the hell? I don't know. Whatever. 30-day IV, 100%. Outstanding shares, 65.2 mil. So here we go. Net income, 27.2 mil. Distribution comes to 42 cents per share. Daily income, 2 cents a day. Daily yield, 0.06%. And if you annualize that sucker, 21%. So they're getting there, right? They're getting there. But still. Yeah, I give them that face because it's like, right? That's how I feel like when I see some of the trades. Because think about you doing options on your own, right? You sell a call, the market goes down, right? The market goes down right away. It's so cheap to close out that call. You close out that call. But when you do options on your own, you don't have to sell a call right away. The problem with these funds, they have to. So they essentially they have to roll. There is no close it and leave it. I don't know if they can actually. Maybe they can close it and then wait, see what the market does, right? But since they always just essentially close it and roll it down, we can get capped now, right? Our upside is now limited for the risk of, capitalizing on more money. But, so do we want them to be this active, right? This active, which, again, being active, we appreciate, of course. But some may say, let the experts do it and shut the hell up. And I get it. But I'm looking at the trades every day, guys. So you got to understand my feeling. You'd have an opinion too, right? Anyway, synthetic income, it's a loss, 7.5 mil. Short call income looking pretty good, 27.2 mil. But overall, if we just look at the short call income, 42 cents per share, they're going to declare tomorrow, right? So it ain't going to be based on what they made. It's going to be based on the IV, or at least close to it. The IV is 101% now, and that would be a 222 distro. I think my estimate was 225, so I guess it's all falling in place, right? Maybe it will be 225, but who the hell knows? Maybe it'll be 180. What do you think of that? I don't know. Who knows? Who cares until they do it, right? All right. Here's their holding information. Yeah, we don't have to talk about their synthetic because they're in a good position. And then they got, calls everywhere, call credit spreads. We talked about them, so we're not going to, repeat ourselves. The value of this fund is 1.8 bill. The NAV is 28.52. Trade price 28.57. 5-cent gap. Who cares? The synthetic is worth 83 million or 128 per share. So yeah, the likelihood of them cashing out, it's nothing big. So they'll probably leave that alone. And then again, TSLY didn't have a trade, so I'm just going to cover them real quick, and then we'll go through the rest of the intraday trades, and then you guys can tell me if that was, if that's something you want to see every day. If the majority of the feedback says no, then that's fine. I won't do it. I'll just do what I've been doing. All right, so TSLY has a synthetic 480. Right now they're underwater because Tesla's at 403. So that's 15% away, 60% away essentially. But that synthetic expires in 39 days. Sorry, I'm yawning as I'm talking. Did not want to get up this morning. So what do we got? Tesla went up 2.17%. TSLY went up 1.46%. So what does that mean, right? What does that mean when you see the underlying go up that much, right? 2.17%. That's not a lot. And by the way, how the hell did it even go up after yesterday's day? Yesterday was freaking red as hell, and Tesla ended up red. But regardless, look at TSLY. You could tell we are capped. We are some kind of capped already. Looking at that, because they should have captured a little more. So let's take a look at what they got going on here. All right, so all eggs in one basket, right? All 405. Remember the 405? 405, 405, 405. Remember that? 405. Yeah, the 405 sucks because it's 0.42% out of the money. This is freaking useless, right? They opened the position. It was 2.6% out of the money. And I don't know what it was truly at the time, at the freaking minute. But regardless of that, I'm using the data that I have. And this is a very shitty spot. But they have credit card spreads to the rescue. So they did buy calls at 440, $35 gap. So what's going to happen is today could be a super green day. And what they're going to do is they're going to close out these positions, take the loss, open new positions, right? Because that's what they do. Because, I don't know. That's just the way it is. But we'll see. Maybe, just maybe, Tesla will be red and stay under 405 and we will win. To me, that's best case scenario, right? But if they get blown through, if they go to like 410, 420, then TSLY fund manager could close these out early, roll the strike price up, and live another day. But we'll see what happens. All right. Outstanding shares did increase 550,000. So maybe expect some adding to the synthetic today. So here's the recap. What do we got? 30-day IV, 69%. Outstanding shares, 82.4 mil. Total net income, $402,000 loss. Okay. Yeah, there's your cap, buddy. I'm sorry, but I'm calling it now. Your ass is capped. You got 8 days, by the way, to declare. So let's see what you got for payment information. Well, you got synthetic income, 18 mil. That's okay. You got short call loss, 402,000. That's not okay. Total net income, 17.6 mil. That comes to 21 cents per share. The previous payment was $1.28. Yeah. So anyway, not producing enough income. So we will go straight to the IV. The IV is 69%, and that would produce an 80-cent payment. All right. So that's TSLY. Again, oh, crap. I got to go to the holdings. Holdings, gold digger. Yes, gold digger, gold digger, gold digger, gold digger, gold digger, gold digger, gold digger. She take my money. Sorry, I had to do it. I mean, that's bad. That is bad, bad, bad. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Here's the calls. Again, just one stick and strike. It cost $31 million to close that freaking thing. Stupid buy call is only worth 5.8 mil. What a disaster. Yeah. People ask me, is TSLY going to reverse split again? Yes, of course it is. When they do crap like this. But, we'll see. We'll see. And it's been hanging on. It's been doing much better. Credit call spreads have bailed them out before. But I don't know. I have a different opinion than some on these. But I'm too close to the numbers maybe. 1.1 bill is the value of the fund. 1394 is the NAV. Synthetic bailout. No. Synthetic drowning, right? 212 million negative. Disaster. All right, let's move on. So as mentioned, I'm going to, I think eventually use this, go through the trades like this, and then if it warrants looking at the holdings, I will look at the holdings. But I don't know. You guys have to tell me. Maybe I'll take like a survey. All right, here's YBIT. BC by the close. What the heck did they do? All right, it looks like they're rolling down. Are they rolling down? BC by the close, 440. They rolled down, 585 to 545. Wait, no credit call spread? What? I like you, YBIT. BC by the close, 1100. Yeah. What? No credit call spread. Oh, yeah. Oh, 4,300 credit call spread. 4,500 though. They rolled that sucker down. No credit call spread. All right. Maybe I'll get some YBIT. All right, GDXY. What are you doing? You added to the synthetic, and you sold a call. No credit call spread. Awesome. SMCY. Well, they're probably gonna have a credit call. They should have one on this because SMCI. You never freaking know. Buy call, sell put. So they added 1,000 contracts, and they did a credit call spread. All right, here. Plady, BC by the close. They closed out the 74 strike, and they rolled it down to 67.50. Is this smart? I don't freaking know. What's Plady? What's Palantir at? 58.69. Oof. Maybe that's smart. Oh, Ulti, man. Oh my God. This is way too much. But real quick, Ulti, BC by the close. So they closed at 267.50, and they opened at 260 on CONY. Dell, same thing. They won the trade. Oh, wait. DJT, they did not win the trade. DJT was super green yesterday. They had to pay $657 to close that sucker, and they rolled it up to, they rolled I think at 36.50 to 46. So, yeah, they lost that trade. What about MU? 40 cents. They won that trade. Looks like they probably rolled it down. NVDY won that trade. SYM won that trade. Roku won that trade. Mara won that trade. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Can't you see? BC by the close. Yeah, they won those trades. They won those trades. They won those trades. They won those trades. They're just winning trades. Meta, Cisco, Google. You know, and they're open new ones on some freaking eight contracts. That's funny to see. Walmart, they won the trade. See? Walmart, they BC by the close. They closed at 95. They opened at 97.50. Wait. Open at 97. Oh, that's for next week. Okay. So they rolled it up and out. And they won the trade. It looks like. Right? What was the credit they got in the new one? 132, yeah. And then NVDY, BC by the close. They roll, next week. All right. So that's biggie. Soxy, looks like they're winning those trades. Soxel took an ass whooping. Or should I say Suxel. So, and a lot of these tickers, these are in Soxel. Hence the name Soxy. Soxel is a 3x leverage fund of, the chip sector. So yeah, BC by the close, they probably won every single trade here, and they probably rolled down their strikes. LFGY, this is a newer fund. I don't know if is it launching today? Maybe these are the first trades. Then they got some B in numbers. B for buying. They're buying numbers here, buying lottery tickets. But if you go further down below, I honestly don't know what the hell all that crap means. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend I do. But here's them adding the positions. If you're wondering what LFGY has, or LIFG, or whatever, they got CONY, MSTR. This is the underline. All right, they're owning the underline. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, I stand corrected. They're doing options. Yeah, on all of them. Okay. Is this them buying the underlying, that mishmash of crap? All right, so anyway, what positions are they holding? CONY, MSTR, Hood, NVIDIA, Square, BTDR, IBIT, Oprah. Get the hell out of here, Oprah. New, Hut, Hood, APLD, Cores, Mara, Riot, MSTR again, CLSK, CONY again, Hive, IBIT again, Oprah, freaking again, BTDR, Hut, New, NU, APLD, Cores, Mara, Riot, CLSK, Hive, IBIT, On, TXN. Oh, I like TXN. ARM, AMD, AVGO, NVIDIA, INTC. So, crap. God damn it. I'm sorry. I should have stopped at IBIT. So I was wondering why there were so many chips in there. So yeah, LFGY did stop at IBIT. And then I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why this 110s are still here. I'll have to delete them. Or ask the ask my programmer if you're watching, can you double check on that, what happened there? So anyway, yeah, LFGY is here. So let me know what you guys think of the funds that they're holding. Sorry, I went a little overboard there. But this is a lot of data. I'm getting used to it. All right, anyway, let's get to the pre-market. MarketWatch.com. If it's as green as we think it is, we're screwed, right? Because they've rolled down all their freaking strikes, and most of them. And here we go. Tesla's green. It's up 2.38%, 412.90. TSLY, yeah, it's up 1.43%. So how much is it capped? Yeah, it's capped about a freaking percent already. TSLY's up 1.43%, 1414. NVIDIA is up 2%, shocker, 135.91. NVIDIA is up 1.41% to 22.28. Yeah, here we go. COIN is up 3.38%, 259.68. CONY's up 3.4%, 12.48. MSTR is up 3.7%, 340.56. What were those trades they opened? 2% out of the money? You jackasses. Come on, man. MSTY, 2.84% increase to 29.38. TSLL, it's up 4.85%, 28.32. TNA is up 2.02%, 40.35. AMDY is up 1.59%, 9.56. AMZY is up 0.85%, 18.96. Bitcoin is up 3.4%, 96,739. BitX is up 6.62%, 54.60. Soxel is up 2.48%, 28.54. SMCI is up 1.13%, 31.43. SMCY is up 2%, 25.56. Palantir is up 2.95%, 66.90. Plady is up 0.72%, 59.11. TSM is up 1.77%, 204.93. TSMI is up 3.05%, 1960. By the way, this is as of 5:46 a.m. And then Mara is up 3.66%, 1782. So yeah, that's the update on the pre-market, and yeah. So it's not looking too... It doesn't look like too fantastic that they rolled a lot of their positions down, but whatever. All right, as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, we will try again tomorrow. Tomorrow's declaration date of the biggest fund, MSTY. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. If you have any questions or concerns, or just want to make a comment on the video, feedback is appreciated. Again, I'm trying to find a better way to, because there's so many damn funds now. I think like skimming through the intradays could be helpful for a lot of people, but again, I don't know, because typically I would only cover 3, 4, eventually. I started this channel covering TSLY, right? And then they said, all right, can you cover CONY, right? Then can you add NVDY or MSTY? And then, well, I added MSTY on my own because I said I want to cover that from day one, and I did. And then, it just became like craziness, and obviously more and more funds and more demand. But now, again, like I said, I think the eventual route that I want to go, and you guys could tell me if this is incorrect, I think I want to cover MSTY like I am currently, and then everything else we'll just look at the intraday trades as a whole and see what happened, right? Do our best to go through them, see how they did. I don't know if we need to look at the holdings, but maybe have it available if needed, right? But again, just any feedback is appreciated, assuming you guys are still listening. But yeah, outside of that, I don't really have anything else, except I need to upload this video ASAP, get it before 6 a.m. when everything gets slower. But I just want to say, guys, thank you for watching. But before I end, we have to talk about the keywords. So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to say the freaking keyword. So today's keyword, I'm predicting it now, Bees capped, right? So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, I'm just going to call it, right? Because they've rolled down some of their trades to lower strikes for this week. In a lot of cases, I'm going to go ahead and say some of those are going to be capped. So today's keyword is Bees capped, or capped, or cappity cap, or whatever. How about that? All right, guys, I'm done yapping. I'm ready. Kind of losing my voice. Ran out of water here. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Later.